Forward thinking. What is forward thinking? How do we create a forward movement? So, in my business of Live Smart Foundational Development for self, it is self-development. I am very much wanting to help others become responsible for themselves in growing and creating stronger foundations for themselves that they operate from. Forward movement and forward thinking is about going forward. It's about moving into the new way of living and creating a new way of living outside of where we've come from, the old school thinking, the stuck areas that we are often feeling in. The forward movement is in learning to love yourself. It's a lot of healing that needs to happen, but we can do it together and through conversation. As opposed to intense psychological counseling. Not everybody needs to go to a psychologist or a counselor in a sense for intense counseling, but healing and self-work can be intense, but it can also be fun. So it's about letting go of what has been. However, you need to begin with catching up to where you've come. Look how far you've come road. Catch up to yourself, catch up to where you are. Where are your hurts? What are you aching still? What still bugs you? What makes you angry? Yes, we still got to go down the road of unpacking our boxes, so to speak. But then it's also about, okay, now you've unpacked it, what can we let go of? And practicing, it becomes a practice in life. So forward thinking, forward movement is the practice of moving forward and letting go. Letting go that which doesn't serve you anymore. Learning to honor yourself, learning to heal yourself, love yourself, grow yourself next door to the other person who's also growing themselves, learning to let go. And it's not so much even in becoming who you want to become, it's in being who you are. So learning who you are, being who you are, which in turn will create the becoming of the new you. And the new you is always going to happen. If you look at yourself 10 years ago, who are you now from who you were 10 years ago? You're a new person. And in 10 years from now, you're going to be different to the person you are now. So you are forever becoming. But the forward thinking and the forward movement is in creating a happier you, an honorable you, loving yourself, holding yourself in a higher sense of honor, and so recognizing the person next to you for doing the same. And in so doing, you're going to ultimately become a people who honor people, person to person, becoming group to group, becoming community. Eventually it becomes community and unity, where we are all working together for a better cause, for an improved cause. And in 10 years from now, you're going to look back and go like, wow, we've actually come huge strides in a forward movement of creating a world that you see yourself being. It's about walking the walk, walking the talk, instead of walking and hoping somebody else is going to create the change. It's about creating the change within you, starting with yourself. And you will actually see as the evolution of the change of self becomes less of a struggle and operates with so much more ease in the forward movement of forward thinking. I'm hoping that makes a bit of sense. So a lot of what we'll do with foundational development is learning to meditate, but meditation isn't about finding a quiet spot and just sitting quietly. Yes, some people need to start there. But you can meditate while you're driving. You can meditate within the chaos of life. You can actually learn to center yourself. And when I put my hands together, it's honoring yourself. And in honoring yourself, you honor that which is outside of you as well. So it's within the chaos of life, within the chaos of your job, within the chaos of life, that you can actually find your inner peace and your quiet within, that you can actually start thinking and finding resolve in many of the issues we don't actually speak about, that we don't actually honor ourselves with. And we need to start finding that within ourselves. This is my passion with Live Smart Foundational Development and forward movement from forward thinking. Is where we begin, and it starts with you. It starts with yourself. However, many people don't know that they need to be doing this. Many people it hasn't been brought to their attention that actually I would like to improve or make an improvement on whatever part of themselves. There's no start point. So each person will travel their own journey on this journey. However, we can all still travel together, starting right where we're at. Where we all meet up is where we're meant to meet up. And where you are in your life might not be where I am in mine, but I might have been there where I can help and show you different perceptions, different ways of thinking, just being there for you in helping be the light in your life. And you would ultimately become the light in my life, or the next person over here. We are all needing each other. We are all here, so many of us on this planet, to actually pull ourselves through and find our way on our journey to wherever it is that we are ultimately going. It is a multi-denominational way of working. There is no right or wrong. There's just a forward movement from where we're at. There is just foundational strengthening with the foundations you already are on, whether they're wobbling or not. Then it's also about foundational development. Your foundations are forever growing. As you're forever changing, growing, evolving, becoming, while you are being and learning to be in the moment as well. It is a multitasking, multifaceted journey that starts with you acknowledging, okay, this is where I'm at. First, what can I accept about myself that I don't accept about myself? And as you embrace yourself more and more, you find yourself growing along a path you didn't even know you began. So, and then as you do grow, you become conscious of the movement that is ultimately happening. So it is all about the forward movement with forward thinking, creating a lighter path forward, lessening the denseness or the heaviness, opening yourself up to seeing more, acknowledging more, and becoming more from being in your acceptance of self. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Look for me. I'll share my link in the bottom for Live Smart Foundational Development. You can have a look at some of my other videos. I'm just a normal person wanting to help other normal people out there find their way. And it's a journey that we need to begin, and a journey I'd like you to join me on. And let's see where we can take this, person to person, group to group, community to community, community in unity, as we grow forward with foundational development, forward movement, and forward thinking.